Deep inhalations, deep exhalations, just allowing yourself to relax on the floor. So today our class, it's focused in beginner's movements. Everything we need to understand how the basic parts of our body moves when it comes to stretch, to strengthening, how we can be aware more about ourselves and our body. How things relate with muscle tensions, muscle aches, in our mind, maybe tension in our mind and our emotions, and how we can balance them out with yoga. So focus on your respiration. Bring the breath to the 3 parts of your lungs. When we inhale, we fulfill the lower part of our lung, the middle and the upper. When we exhale from the upper, from the middle, and the lower. In that specific order, to really allow yourself to have a rhythm with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling, that specific order, from the bottom to top. Have a little pause, maybe 1-2 seconds, and then you exhale top to bottom, allowing that air moving out. Observe if your respiration is following 2 seconds pattern or 3 seconds. Let's see if we can manage 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out, or even 6, up to 6 seconds inhaling, 6 seconds exhaling. See which one is more comfortable for you today. And inhaling, observe how many seconds can you guide the breath. Exhaling, observe how many seconds can you guide the breath out. Almost to your natural breath. Not forcing, not pushing that air in and out. It's just a gentle guidance to get slower and longer. One more cycle on your own time, in your own pace. Observing how that reacts in your mind, how that reacts in your body. Exhaling. And then very slowly, very gentle, we're just going to bend our knees, bring the feet next to the glutes, the back still down the floor, and observe how you feel on your back. Do you feel straight? Do you feel even left and right side the same? And here, as we move, I want you to follow up that same respiration. Inhaling 4, exhaling in 4, or build up, inhaling in 5, exhaling 5. Same time frame for your inhalation, exhalation, okay? So bring your right knee to the chest, interlace the fingers, gentle pressure of the right knee against your chest. Inhaling very softly, exhaling very softly. One more cycle of breath here. And relax. And then the other side. Left knee to the chest. Just a very gentle opening of the back muscles, waking up the groin. One more breath here. Nice and easy, nice and soft. Exhale and relax. Both knees up, hands on the top of your knees. So you really cup the hands over the knees, and then you roll the knees towards your chest, outwards like a butterfly legs, and then forward and back to the chest again. So you're making the circles round, and use your arms to move around. So don't use the muscles on your legs, but on your arms, circling those legs around. The breath is continually soft breath. You don't even hear the sound of your own respiration. Change the direction. Notice if is there any noise happening in your groins, any crackling, any stiffness. Change the direction again. If the movement is not that around it, if it's a little square movement, and then as the hips relax, you make a little bit more smooth. Change the direction again. And relax. This time we keep our hand on your right knee. Left leg stretch up in the air. And then slowly descending this left heel down the floor. Stretch the heel forward, and at the same time, you sink the right knee to the right shoulder. Inhaling, exhaling. Next inhalation, your head up, head to the knee to the head. And bring back and relax. Bring your left knee back as well. Hug both knees. Then you relax and swap sides. Hold both hands on your left knee, right heel up, stretch your right leg very much, and then descending this right heel as far as you can. Exhale. And then the next breath, head to the knee to the head. Have at least one cycle here. Then relax, both knees together. And then just rock the knees to the left and the right. It's just massaging your lower back. Make gentle circles with your knees together, at least 3 times in one direction, and then 3 times in another direction. Pick any leg, excuse me, you'd like to hold on. So I'm holding my hands on my right knee, and I'm stretching my left leg. This time I'm going to bounce forward with the intention to come to the seat position. So I bounce my left foot forward and down, come up to the seat position, holding the right leg, and then the head to the knee. Holding that right knee, so I'm going to slowly around my hips and my back and lie down again on the same position. So holding on that leg. And then we swap legs. Hold tight on that left knee now. Stretch your right leg and bounce forward, come up to the seat position. And then head to the knee. And you hold tight, squeeze in your abdominal muscles, roll that spine, and slowly coming down without hit the back down. So it's a very good exercise to wake up the core. Just let's do one more time in each sides. Swap the hands to the right knee, bounce the leg forward, head to the knee, and very slowly round, squeeze your abdominal muscles, roll back slowly, swap the knees. And you rock up forward and your right, leg straight, head to the left knee, and then come down slowly and slowly. Hug the knees and just rock left and right. Pick any side you'd like to roll over, so roll over to one side. And then helps to come up to the seat position. Into your seat position, we're going to sit down with the left leg on the front and the right leg back. So I left a block there next to you, so you can get a block. At home, you can use a cushion and sit on a cushion as well. The idea is when we don't have the block, this sometimes happens. So the hips get out of level and you can see the spine gets all curvy, right? With the block, we want to bring equal weight in your sitting bones and you have this gentle adjustment of the spine so you're not curving. So you really bring the awareness on your right hip to push down into the block, okay? And then inhaling, you bring your arms back, roll the shoulder blades back. Exhaling, stay here, just open up the chest and press the palm of your hands towards each other. Chin in, so your head is not forward, so it's in to be less struggle on your neck. You can even look a little bit up. Just let the chest muscles open very well. And relax, letting go your arms. Turn and twist to your right side. So your left hand comes across, hold outside of your right leg. And your right hand comes all the way around and trying to hold right on your left leg. Open the chest, in breath, out breath. And relax. Now we roll around to the other side. Right hand to the left hand back. Trying to bring this left hand outside your hips. Press in and out. Keep pressing the right sitting bones down the block or down the floor. Letting go. And then inhale, our arms rise. Exhaling, we're going to go forward. Palms down the floor. Walking far, far forward. If you want to, you can take the block away and see how do you feel. Go down without the block. It's totally up to you. Elbows down. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. Relax the body down, here on the floor. Then slowly just walk the hands back and relax. Now we're going to get this back leg here, this right leg, swing to the front and bring right in front of the left. Then you have the knees down the floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, the hands coming forward. Keep your bottom down the floor or on the block. Walk the arms as far forward as you can. Connect with your breath again. Try to stretch your arms as much as you can. Then you walk your hands to the right side. Anchor the left glutes on the floor. Feel the stretch along the left side of your body, from the shoulder down to the hip. Slowly walking the hands back, across to your left, and observing the stretch from your right shoulder down to the right hip. Breathe through all the sensations. Bring the hands to the center, a little bit further forward. Relax down. Then walk back, all the way back. Relax your legs. Stretch your legs forward. Give you a little massage on your knees. Get everything nice and flowing here. Flick your feet in and out, in and out. And then we replace the block in there. So we swap sides now. Sit on the block. And now you have your left leg back and your right leg on the front. And the intention to use the block is to really sit very straight on the position. As much as we can, isn't it? So ground the sitting bones, feel them very grounded. Now we start our little twist. First the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers so you open the chest here as well, and press the palms towards each other. So don't leave your hands like that, okay? Because we want to open the chest. So when the hands are open, so see how the shoulders roll in? So we want to get the shoulders back in the hands to really get into your biceps. You don't need to roll the elbows back and lock them. So keep actually them more slight bend to really get into your biceps, into your chest muscles. Breath in and out. One more breath, really expanding that pectoralis, the whole front of your chest area. And relax. Now it's where we go forward. Oh, no, we're going to twist first. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn and twist to your left. So right hand comes across. Hold on your right leg, left leg. Left hand on your hips or on your inner thigh. Turn and twist, looking over the shoulder. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. And relax. Inhale up, exhale, turn and twist to the right now. Look all the way around, bring the hand over the hip. Nice little twist in the morning. And relax. Then bring the hands up. So we go forward now, all the way down. Slowly walking further. Keep the breath flowing. And we walk back. And relax. Left leg comes around. Sit right in front of the right. See if your knees can lower down a little bit. Then we inhale, arms rise again. Exhaling, we bring our arms forward. And we're going to move towards the left side. So walk your hands all the way to the left. And stretch this right side of your body. Gentle walk to the center. And then moving to your right side. Feeling the stretch from your left shoulder down to the left hip. So your left hand is the one who will guide your stretch deeper. And then relax. Coming to the center just one more time. Slowly walking up to your normal sitting position. Get your block to the sides. Roll over in your knees. Marjarasana or cat and cow movement. Hands and shoulders in alignment, knees and hips. And then your toes bending and tuck under the knees of your feet to really feel this stretch here on the sole of your feet, okay? When we inhale, we'll look up, arch the spine, press the hands into the ground, moving the floor away from you. When you exhale, around the back, chin in. Inhale, we'll look up. Exhale, round it. Keep moving here with your breath, whatever you're doing, 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out. The main key is always keep everything relaxed. Being aware of each part of your body moving. Keep your mind very present. Right inside your body, observing the muscles, observing the sensations of your movements, observing the breath quality. So controlling the mind to be present. Not a wandering mind, a monkey mind. And relax. Find the center point and bring your hands backwards now. So you might need to bring the hands a little bit closer to the knees because if you leave too far forward, it will hurt your wrists. So just bring more closer to your knees. Find a way you can really manage to stay here for a moment. Just breath in and out and you're stretching those arms, you're stretching those wrists. Can be a little uncomfortable in the beginning. It's not a natural way to use those hands, but it's a very healthy way to prevent any injuries in our elbows, shoulders, and it's a really good open in your chest. So inhale, you look up, feel the chest stretch. As you exhale, around the back in here. One more time, inhale, you look up, exhale, around, and relax. Bring your hands forward, shake them off a little bit, give a little shake and they will feel fine. Push your bottom towards the heels, stretch the arms, head down the floor. Keep your toes tucked in under. Keep pressing that bottom back. Then you round the back and start to rock your body forward. Before you go further, get your knees and your feet together. Keep rocking, lowering down your belly, bend your arms, belly down on the floor, head down. You can move your hands and slide back a little bit so you can actually bring your elbows in towards the ribs. And the elbows are not on the floor. So the hands are far back, passing the shoulders. Move your hands passing the shoulders, not under, okay? So move past the shoulders back. Then press the hands into the floor. Then inhaling, lift your chest up. Exhaling, bring down. So when you look at your elbow, what I want you to be aware, it's here is not a 19 degrees on my elbow, right? But here, it is. So that's how far back you want your hand, enough to press the bottom of the hand down, but you want to get as closer to the 90 degrees angle on your elbow, okay? So inhale, you push your hands into the ground, lift your chest, exhale down. Keep your knees on the floor all the time. Keep your toes together, your feet together. Inhale, press the hands into the floor and lift. Exhale, bring down. Inhale, roll your shoulders, lift your chest. Every time you keep lifting a little bit more, exhale down. And then the last one, we lift, press up, stretch your arms, push back to the child pose. Then around the back and go forward. Awareness on your knees, elbows, chest down. Elbows in towards the body. Inhale, lifting your chest. Push the hands into the floor. Lift your body all the way up and back. Bottom towards the heels. Then you round the body forward. Elbows in. Hold your body weight slowly. Descending nice and easy. Not collapsing, okay? Then inhaling, lift. Really feel your triceps working here. Exhale, child pose. Inhale, cat position. Exhaling, descending all the way down to the floor. Last one, we lift and you hold in our child pose. Rock forward, so twisted Marjarasana. Bring your left hand forward a little bit. And you're going to slide your right arm under. Bring your right shoulder down. Then the head looking up to the ceiling. Giving a little bit twist in here. Good way to open your neck. Open your shoulder. Release the tension out of your shoulder blades. In between them. Then relax and we bring the body back. Right hand down, left hand under. Turn and twist. Get a good neck opening here. Be gentle to yourself. Just do what you can do. Slowly coming back and relax. Press the bottom back towards the heels. Then lift your knees up and make a very short downward dog. So your knees very bent. So this is to feel on your legs. Breath in and out. Press your chest towards your legs. Hold here. If you start to feel your legs shaking, that's a good sign. So it means you're really using the right muscles. And you stretch your legs and walk towards your hands. Feet parallel. Bend your knees, just drop your head down, arms down. And bend your knees a little bit more, bring your hands over your knees. Push the hands into the knee, lift up your torso so you hold on halfway with your back straight. And then up, up, up. Hands on your hips, just rotate the hips around. Moving other way around. Let's stretch our hamstring for a little bit. So we're going to get the block, bring the block right on the front. The ball of your foot, right underneath of your foot. You step that on the edge of the block. You'll be a little, ouch. I advise you. Those points can be quite tender. So the back leg go back a little bit. In here, instead, I have my toes grabbing the block. You can actually flex them up. Yes, hold that way, okay? Inhale, arms rise. Exhaling, we go on a forward bend. Bring the hands all the way to the block. Once the hand is on the block, bend your knees if you need to, the front knee. Move the back foot further back if you need. And here all we have to do is flex the toes, stretch the right leg. Breath in and out. So the hands on the block is not to grab it, so it's just to touch the block. And the weight is on your legs. Stretch this right leg, stretching the right hamstring, and maintain your back straight. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. So that's the reason we bend our knees, so our back is straight, it's not rounded. So it's really straight, pushing to the leg, and then slowly you're going to stretch that leg. Make sure you have the bottom pressing backwards, so you're not having the hips going sideways like this. So you're really pushing that right bum cheek back and up. Inhale, exhale. Be aware of your calf, your hamstring. One more breath. Bend your knee a little bit, and you come up. We'll challenge your balance, but it will help you to push the weight on the back leg. If you had your back leg wobbly, you would lose your balance. Okay? So I'm going to show you again on the same leg, don't need to do. So you're lifting up. So the back leg, it's my anchor. So I leave strong, back leg strong, then I'm here. So if my back leg is not present when I come up, don't need to do, just watch. So you stand up and just watch. This is going to happen. You don't have balance. Just come up, Billy. Yeah, there you go. So back leg, it's important. We stretch in the right, but the back leg is the one you stand on it. And then another thing you need to be aware, it's when you're down here. Sometimes you want to make things easier, bottom swings to the sides. So the bottom is pressing back and up to stretch the leg, okay? It's very, very important position.
Does your heels have to line up, or do you stand with
however you find easier for your balance, okay? So if you find easier them line up, that's great. If you find hard, it's okay. Just get them a little bit apart. It's not a big deal. So let's do now the left leg. So left leg on the front, toes flicking up. And then the back leg, slide back more. Make sure that back heel is anchored. And then see how the hips slide to the sides. So we want the hips to the block. And when you're standing, so try not to pick a hip to swing. So you stand strong in both legs, okay? And then inhale, arms up. So really lengthening the spine. Bend your knee to make it easier on the begin. Exhaling, coming down, back leg awareness. Keep coming all the way down. Place the hands on the block. Keep flicking the toes up. And here, weight on your back foot. Start to stretch your left leg. Maintain your back straight. Breath in and out. Stay there on the position. I'm going to give you a little awareness for your back. So bend your knees more. Then drop this. Yes. That's lengthening. Keep flicking this hip up and around. Toes up. Good. Now, this way. And then you start to bring this down, chest up. So you can bend the knee as much as you need to get that work done. And slowly start to work on the front leg. Maintain that lower back very active, very straight. Okay? One more breath there on the position. Bend your front knee and push your right heel into the ground. If your right heel is off the ground, you're going to be out of balance. Then you come up. Pressure on the back leg. Beautiful. Then you can bring your block away from the mat. Come right on the front of your mat. Let's do a little flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend forward. Palms down on the floor, head to the knees. Inhale, we look up. Exhale, both legs a step back on a higher plank. Hold strong, rock forward, knees down the floor. It's almost that little descending we did on the begin. All the way down. Push up a little bit for your cobra, elbows in and back to your child pose. Press the hands into the ground, lift up on your downward dog. Making the body like a little triangle here, bottom up. Then you walk all the way forward towards your hands. Inhale, you look up. Exhale, hug your legs. Bring the hands into your chest and bend your knees and lift your back up. Straight, straight, straight. Exhale, relax. Every time you can bend your knees, but your back is very straight. Okay? Now we do the same stretch in our legs without the block. Left foot back, right foot on the front. Hips forward. And then we're going to bring the hands down to the toes. So open up the chest. Exhaling. Hands down to the shin, ankle, foot, down the floor. Inhale, here to stretch your legs. Exhale, head to the shin. Stay here, feeling the stretch in both legs. You can flick your front toes upwards a little bit. So really flex the toes to maintain your kneecap on the right position for your stretch. Next breath. Bend your right knee a little, swing the hands back to the hips and rise the body up. Then you step forward with the left foot, step back with the right foot. So keep your legs balanced. So in yoga, our stand, it's left foot on the front, heel to heel, straight line back, and you have this slide forward. If it's facing forward, the foot here, okay? In martial arts, we kind of stand here because we are waiting for a punch or a kick. So this way you can hold your ground. But in yoga, it's about the flexibility and the control. So you want to bring our inner legs more closer to each other. If you got the balance, if you feel it's too wobbly, just go until you can, until eventually you can manage that balance, okay? Arms up. Exhaling. You can bend your knee to start with. Hands, shin, ankle down your toes, down the floor. And then later you flick your toes up and you want to stretch that front leg. Not the foot, just the toes a little bit, just to give action on your kneecap. So we aim the head towards your toes and shin and toes. Keep lifting the left hip up. Breath in, breath out. And then slowly, very micro bend on your left knee. Keep your right foot anchored, the back foot. Hands to the hips and bring the body up. Chest nice and open. Back straight. Feet together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, another forward bend. Head to the knees and shins. Inhale, we look up. Stretch the back, stretch the legs. Exhaling, both legs back. Plank again. Hold up strong, knees down on the floor. Elbows very next to the body. Sliding in your rib cage. The same way on the way up. So you slide your hands back, passing the shoulders. Elbows next to the rib cage, and you lift your hips, your ribs up. So lift up on your cobra. Back to your child pose. Rock the body forward. Then you just sit to the sides and swing your legs to the front. However you find easier. Janusishasana, the single forward bend. So bend your left leg and bring right into your right groin. Keep your right foot nice and straight up. Hands behind the back first. Fingers back here to really lengthen the spine. Turn your torso facing to your foot, towards the right foot. Breath in and out. Left arm up first and all the way forward to the foot. And here what we want to look at is the back. So if I do this and go around, means I'm pushing my spine backwards. So I want to keep that structure very nice and straight, and I go into the hips to go further forward. Okay? Open the chest and look slight to the right. Now the right hand comes forward and join in the left. And keep your chest open. Chin in, so you're really lengthening that neck, so there's no any bend here on your neck. It's like if you have a cable from the top of your head pulling up, and another one hooking your tailbone down the floor, and you're really stretching the spine here. Breath in and out. Stay here. Heel forward, rolling the toes back. You can hold here on the sides of your foot. Keep your spine nice and long. One more breath. Then exhale, bring your elbows passing the knees, right on the middle of your calves. Breath in and out, so your back still straight. It's okay, just intention. So instead you go this way. Okay, Billy? Instead you go this way. It's up and forward. So you don't want to go around it. And if you cannot touch the floor, it's okay. It's the intention. So maintain that back aligned is more important than actually touch the floor. Okay? Breath in and out, shoulders back, neck is nice and free. And is the stretch happen in your leg all the time. Then come back, relax, stretch the back, swap sides. Right knee bend and the right foot right into the left groin. Hands behind the back to get your back straight. Turning the chest towards the front toes, front foot. In breath, out breath. Right hand up, all the way to the toes. Look slight to the left, to the back windows. Breath in and out. Stretch your spine. Make longer that spine. Open your chest. Left arm comes up. Join in the right and you maintain the posture. Breath in and out. You can slide the hands to the sides of your foot if you want to. That chest nice and open, it's very important. The posture is straight, it's very important. You can stay here or you can progress to the next one. Imagine your elbows getting closer to the floor and your back still straight. Breath in and out. So your head is projecting to the toes all the way, chin in, with a long neck. It's a variation of your Januseshasana, a position recommended to really stretch those legs. And it's very helpful with a mild scoliosis as well, because you stretch the back muscles on a gentle way to balance left and right side of the body. Slowly coming back, hands behind the back, stretch, and legs forward. Now we're gonna reach out the block again and bring the block under the knees of your knees. So you can be high and you can be low. It'll be up to your practice. So let's start high first, see what's happened. Now we're going to do the double forward bend. So that back has to be straight and the bending is here. So that's the reason we have the block under the knees of your knees to really start to flex into that hips as we come forward, okay? Avoiding movements like backwards, forward bend. So this we are really open the spine here and it's not in a good way. So you want to maintain the core strong, allow the hips comes forward. You be harder, you be very limited position, but that's how you want to open those muscles. And then when everything gets tight, the knees spreads out. So today we want to maintain the inner legs together, knees together, feet together. Okay? And when it comes to the feet, I want to focus on your toes. Imagine if you can tape the big toe together. And if you need to spread the heels, it's okay. And flex the toes towards you. It's tricky, isn't it? The toes goes away. Yes. So that strength of bring the big toe together, it's very important for our balance and the functionality all the way up to the knees and hips. Okay?
When the toes are together, when you pull them back.
That's right. Look. So you really need to get that strength going in your toes.
All right, so you can separate your bit there to do it, yeah?
You can. You can. But what you don't want to do, this is like normal how it happens, right?
Yeah.
And it's because our shoes, they are always that way. Okay? So we want to bring this strength back, getting the toes flicking out from each other, to really re-strengthening the whole ligaments, the whole muscles around your feet area. That's how we start to get more functionality in our knees and eventually in our hips. Until then, everything is dead. It's like the hands. Imagine if you tape your fingers together every day. And then just for a couple hours, perhaps when you're going to sleep, you let them free. And then every day you go again. Try for 30 days. Don't try it. You start to lose the functionality of the fingers to grab stuff, to hold it up. Toes are the same, okay?
All right, so at the moment, to keep it together or go on like that, or we're just going to accept it and we're going to...
Hold it. Trying to hold them there and trying to use your muscles. Discover which muscles you need to wake up to bring the toes together. And then with age, sometimes we have this little bone growing out, and it's because that toe is start to go that way. So your standing position is changing. So as you start to strengthening this big toe to realign, this bone stops to grow sometimes and can even actually reverse, depends how mild it is the situation. You can have that aligned again and doesn't make uncomfortable anymore, because this, when it's really big, can be quite painful. Right? So you put a shoes on, that can be painful. You walk, can be painful. So you want to bring those muscles back and that structure back to aligned with your foot. Okay? Can be whole day there playing with your toes. So let's go back here for our forward bend. So when you get the toes aligned, do the best you can. You can get a duct tape there and hold in there. So toes towards you. So we inhale, arms up, Exhale, leaning forward. Or if you find difficulty, feel you rounding it, hands behind the back, and keep pressing that back in. Just come as close as you can to the knees. The head is in, so don't let the head poke forward. They're going to tense your neck. So keep your head in, so your neck, it's totally neutral here on the back. Okay? If you find okay, you can bring your hands next to your foot and walk the hands forward. So use your fingers to keep crawling forward without around your shoulders. So press your chest forward, shoulders back. Breath in and out. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Now, flick the block lower. See if you find easier or harder. If it's too hard, bring it up again. Higher is the block, easier it is, okay? Then the same, open up the chest. Exhaling, leaning forward. If it's okay, you bring your body further. The back is straight, the neck neutral. Keep leaning over those legs. And what you want is press the knees in towards each other. The stomach is in, so the belly button is in to support the opening of your spine. And relax. Relax your legs. Then you can try without the block. This is harder. See how it goes. Just try there, sit. See how you feel like, oh, it's hard already just to balance out. It's okay. If you find it was hard to sit, just bring the block under, put on a pace where you find better, okay? And then exhale, hands forward. Keep walking forward. Toes together. Feet together, head to toes, toes to head. Keep lengthening that spine forward all the way down. In one moment, you focused in drop the body. You focused in touch your toes with your head. And then relax. Hands behind the body. And we're going to do a little lift. So you bring your block back, this position, in a long way, right in between the legs, right on your quads. Hands behind the back. If you got a little shoulders, soreness, or neck, feel free to flick your hand around however it's comfortable for you. Okay, the back way, it's easier. This one becomes a little bit more touch on the wrists. So see which one you'd like to do. Push your feet into the ground. Roll the shoulders back. Press the feet. Lift the hips up as high as you can. Keep guiding the knees light forward and the shoulders away from you. If it's comfortable, you can just look up or drop your head back a little bit. Feel the stretch on your biceps. Keep the knees going forward and the shoulders back. Feel the stretch on your chest. And slowly, we're coming down to the floor. Letting go the block. Move the body far forward a little bit. Then you're going to stretch the left leg, hold on your right, and slowly crumbling back, rolling back without fall, just holding there. Then both knees bend, hands on your knees, and you rotate again, outwards, first, at the same time. Observe if you feel any difference now with this rotation. If it's a little bit easier than at the beginning of the class. A few more. Change the direction. And relax. Now we have our block again, right next to the knees. This time, just on an easy way, okay? Shorter way. So pressing between the knees, knees towards your chest, and then you're gonna roll the body to the left side, all the way to the left, and you squeeze the block and bring the block next to you. Forget about your shoulders. You can bring your right arm over. And I need your knees down the floor and your feet down. So keep squeezing that block. Breath in and out. Bring your right hand over the left hand. And then you're going to slide your right hand back without moving your knees. So slide over your left arm all the way back to the right side with your palm facing up. Then you bend your right elbow, touch your right shoulder, slide this right hand over the left, all the way back to the right hand, and then as far forward as you can. Then you slide back again, and roll to the right, stretch that right arm, and you slide over the chest, over the arm, and roll as far forward as you can. Okay, and slide back, roll, open up. A few times, sliding and rolling. Feel that arm, the right arm, quite loose and sliding. Then bring back. Then just lie down there with the arms open. Get into this nice twist. Letting this right arm goes far, far back to really compensate on the shoulder now to open up the chest. Keep the pressure on your knees. And bring everything now to the left. The arm back to the left. And then you can roll on your back so we can swap sides. There we go. This is exactly what we don't want to do. So we came everything to the left, because this is a relaxing twist, okay? To roll, we don't want to go there and then roll. That's the reason I made you guys come to the left. And then you just can roll all together to the other side. And not, because we're trying to do a twist on a very gentle way. That's the reason we slide in the arms and go, and then we slide back. It's like a little rocking massage to really loosen up around the neck, along the spine, all the way down to the hips. And then when we to turn, you create a little tension. So we want to let go on this one. Other days we're going to do that, but today we just want to be as supple as we can on that spine. Okay? So let's roll all to the right now. And the block on your knees is just bring more awareness to ourselves, to keep the knees together, and they are not like half floating. Okay? That's the reason we have the block there, just to help us to keep everything more together in terms of the hips. So lie down on your right, hands together. And then we start to slide this left arm over. Bring back, keep that awareness of the block in the knees. And then you slide the left arm back. As far forward as you can. And then you roll back. Look over the left hand. Then you roll forward. And you roll back again. And all the time, you are pressing the knees towards the block. So your knees might be rock a little bit, but not so much. Just a few more. Each time You might just can go and twist a little bit further. The idea is to make very, very relaxing as you realign the shoulders. At least one more here. And then relax. And the last twist. Stay here for a little bit more. Breath in and out. Really good opening. Then we bring the arms to the right. And then we're going to prepare to come back to the back. But you want to roll the body at one big piece, okay? So use your left hand on the floor. Push the left hand on the ground. Roll everything without twist. And then you let go the block to the sides. Then you can just lie down your back. Readjust in the back to be everything nice and straight. Let the feet drop to the sides, palms facing up to the ceiling. Close your eyes and allow your body drop on the floor for a moment of relaxation. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. This is the moment where everything you have been working your body during the class will take place to settle down, to relax, to heal. Whatever it was a hard class or an easy class, the savasana, the relaxation moment, is the moment where we allow our nerve system to reset everything in ourselves in terms of body, mind, and spirit. Body, mind, and soul. Body, mind, and emotions. So inhale deep, exhale deep, and allow yourself to relax down on the floor. Feeling heavier, melting any tension, letting go any kind of tension in your body, any kind of tension in your mind, any kind of emotional tension. Just for a few minutes, stay there with yourself. Only you can reach that nice and peaceful place.